Example 17 on page 419. Divide and simplify. h1 minus 1 over a minus 1 divided by this quotient. Solution. Just like the previous example, you turn this division to multiplication, okay? You turn this division to multiplication is the same as you multiply by the reciprocal of your divisor. Okay, reciprocal of the divisor is, you define that, you flipped, okay? The bottom become the top, top become the bottom. So the bottom a plus 1 now become the top, and the bottom, at the top become the bottom. So a squared minus 2a plus 1. Multiply, okay? Division change to multiplication. You change to, it's equivalent to multiply the reciprocal of this divisor. So you flipped. Alright. Once you have that, you multiply numerator with numerator. And multiply denominator with denominator. Again, look for common factor in numerator and denominator and simplify. This factor a squared minus 1, there's no factor a squared minus 1 at the bottom. This factor a plus 1, there's no a plus 1 at the bottom. Similarly, this factor a minus 1, there's no a minus 1 on top. For this trinomial, there's no trinomial on top. Now, you're not done yet. You're not done with simplifying it, because a squared minus 1 still can be factor. This trinomial may, okay? So try to factor out before you make the final conclusion. A squared minus 1, very similar to the formula we learned. A squared minus b squared is equal to a minus b times a plus b. Okay? Now, a squared minus 1, okay, can be rewritten as a squared minus 1 squared. Right? 1 squared is still 1. I just want to write in terms of the 2 squared in 2 terms. Having that, I can factor out a, it's right here, which is the little a, subtracts by b. What is b? B squared, right? Which is 1 squared, so b is 1. So a, which is the little a, okay? A plus, what is b? B squared, right? Which is 1 squared. So b is 1. So that means this factor a squared minus 1 still can be factored to the two factors, a minus 1 times a plus 1. Alright. Placing that here, we have a minus 1 times a plus 1. For this factor, this a plus 1 is just a plus 1 from the top. A minus 1 is just a minus 1. That's all we can factor. How about this trinomial? The trinomial is a squared minus 2a plus 1. Alright. Now, this coefficient right here is b negative 2. This coefficient right here is c 1. Factor, you can use the table. This one is pairs of factors. This is sum of factors. Now, C, pair of factors come from C, okay? C is 1. This sums of factors come from B, which is negative 2. Alright. Alright, this is a little tricky. 1, can you factor in 1? 1 times 1 is 1. That's all you can do. Now, you're trying to find the sum of these. Okay, you try to find the sum of these. that will give you b equal to -2. Now, if you recall in the previous section, when c is positive, that means the factors of c will have the same sign as b, okay, which is negative. So that means the two factors we got one right here, 1 times 1 is 1, right, is -1 times -1. Both will have the same sign as b, okay, because c is positive. If c is positive, which is 1 positive, that means the factor you get will have the same sign as b, because b is negative. That's why it's both negative and negative. Alright, now take the sum of these two factors, -1 plus -1. Simplify, we get this. Simplify further, we get -2. Yes, we got the factors that whose sum is -2, which is b. Alright, so that means this can be factor 2, a plus -1, a plus -1. Simplify further, you get a minus 1. Positive times negative is negative. A positive times negative is negative. Okay. So you can factor this to a minus 1 times a minus 1. Replacing that two factors for this one trinomial, we have a minus 1 times a minus 1. Alright, let me clear out straight. Simplify further. Now, look for any common factors in the numerator and denominators. Factor those out. Let's start with a minus 1. Let's see, a minus 1, giving you different colors. A minus 1. Yes, the a minus 1 at the bottom as well. So this a minus 1 here, also a minus 1 here. Now, let's see, how many is a minus 1 on top? There's only 1. How many is a minus 1 at the bottom? 2, but it doesn't matter, because the top one, there's only 1, so that's all you can factor out. There's only 1, a minus 1. Alright, let's see, how about a plus 1? There's no a plus 1 here. There's no a plus 1 here. So look like the only common factor you got is a minus 1. So I factor a minus 1 on top and a minus 1 at the bottom. The remaining for the numerators is a plus 1 times a plus 1. The remainders, after factoring out a minus 1 for the denominator, is a minus 1 times a minus 1. Okay? This can be simplified to 1 times a plus 1. Let me see how they want you to write the answers for 17. Look like they're okay with you leaving this. A minus 1 times a minus 1. Okay? So what we just did, we divide. Okay? When we divide a quotient similar to multiply, it's reciprocal. And then and then after that we multiply numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator, and then simplify as much as we can, because we cannot simplify. We cannot find any common factors. But we notice that this term a squared minus 1 can be factored to these two terms, a minus 1 times a plus 1. This trinomial can be factored to a minus 1 times a minus 1. Having factored out all these, then we factor out the common factor, which is a minus 1. Simplify. We got 1 times the remaining. Simplify further, we would get the answer as a plus 1 times a plus 1 divided by a minus 1 times a minus 1. And this is the answer for example 17 on page 419.